Fundamentally, I was putting weight on, and I didn't really understand why I was putting weight on, because in my head I was eating exactly the same as I've always eaten. However, there were other contributing factors that I possibly hadn't taken into account, but I knew I wanted to do something about it. And because I have medical conditions, I knew that I couldn't just go ahead and do it on my own without having some really good advice to help me to achieve my goals. Joanne was a recommendation, and then when I met Joanne, I knew it was somebody that I could empathise with, that understood my medical conditions as well as my eating patterns. So it was really important that I could form a relationship and establish a rapport, so that if I did need support, that I knew that I could communicate on a certain level, and that's what really made me select her. I think what was enjoyable about the process was the fact that essentially Joanne looked at my regime and immediately understood what the problems were. So I didn't have to or feel that I needed to justify what I was trying to do. She instantly empathised and understood what I was trying to achieve. What impressed me was that she went away and she researched the medical conditions that I've got to make sure that she wasn't going to hinder or worsen those conditions. What she was trying to do was to enable me to function fully without hampering the process. So what I really enjoyed was the fact that she tuned in to what I was saying to her, and then made the pattern of her what she was going to do and work with me fit the regime. I've been on the programme now for about just over 11 weeks. I've lost 17 pounds, which is great. The progress for me, though, hasn't necessarily just been about the weight. It is about improving my energy levels, which I've achieved with some of the other stuff that I've been working on as well. But I wouldn't have been able to do that anywhere else, purely and simply because I would have been treated as just one of the people in the group rather than an individual, and that's what I specifically needed. Yes, I would recommend people to Perfect Nutrition, and the reason why is because you get that one-on-one experience, and when you're as part of a group, you're not going to get that specific, tailored, bespoke service. Joanne is what I would say is a very colourful individual. She's very chatty, so she doesn't make it feel like it's a doctor's surgery or it's a regimented programme. This is something that she works on with youth in particular. She's very professional. She will give you as much support or as little support as you personally want. So it is a bespoke service to every individual. I would say she's a very happy individual, very talkative, very chatty. So you don't feel like you're being spoken down to or being done to. You actually feel as if it's just like two girls gossiping over a cup of coffee, and therefore you feel very, very, very quickly aligned to her. So it feels like a very friendly chat, but it's done in a very professional way. I think Joanne is probably more knowledgeable than probably people give her credit for, because she doesn't speak in a way that makes you feel flummoxed about different, sort of long words or jargon or anything along that line. She'll talk to you as I say, two girls gossiping. However, when you ask her a very specific question, she has the information at her fingertips. And very specifically, I was very impressed with the way she went and researched my medical conditions so that she could really understand what she was working with. So because she didn't want to compromise the medication and things that I was taking. So I would say she's very, very knowledgeable. And if she's not knowledgeable, she makes it her business to go away and find out about it, to make sure that she's not going to can't countermand any other aspects of you as a whole. And as a result of that, I'm now eating better, and everything, my system is definitely functioning much better than it was. I think the support she gives you is knowing that you can call her, email her, text her, whatever it is, whether it's a silly question or whether it's a really important question. You don't feel that you are left on your own at all. I personally, I don't feel that once I had my program, I'm the kind of person that sort of follows the program and only sort of reaches out for support if and when I need it. But I didn't feel at any time that I couldn't contact her if I needed to. So yeah, she was there when I needed her to be. She also could have been there if I wanted more one-to-one. However, I found it really easy. So because it was so detailed, that actually, as long as you followed the program, you really couldn't go wrong.